Let us start with one more small chapter, that is hydrogen. So when it comes to CET, you may expect one question. Sometimes no question will be there from the chapter. And in NEET also, you may guess one question from this, or sometimes there will be no question. Here, since hydrogen being a small chapter, here the questions will be majorly based upon the properties related to hydrogen and the hydrogen bonding, as well as the preparation of water gas, as well as the oxidizing properties related to hydrogen peroxide. So these are the some of the major concepts with hydrogen. Now let us discuss the MCQs with relevance to hydrogen. First question: a commercial sample of hydrogen peroxide is labeled as 10 volume. Its percentage strength is nearly. So it has been given as what? 10 volume. So 10 volume solution of hydrogen peroxide is 3.035%. So it is a directly known thing. 10 volume solution of hydrogen peroxide is 3.035 percentage solution. Therefore, it has been given as how many volumes? It has been given as 10 volumes. So if 10 volume solution of hydrogen peroxide is 3.035 percentage solution, means the meaning is 3.035 grams of hydrogen peroxide is present in 100 ml of solution. So it means that the correct percentage is how much? 3% or 3.035 percentage of solution is present in 10 volumes of hydrogen peroxide. So 10 volumes of hydrogen peroxide is nothing but what? It is nothing but 100 ml. Therefore, this 100 ml contains 3.035 grams of hydrogen peroxide, which is given by the option B. Next one, question number 2. The maximum number of hydrogen bonds that a molecule of water can have is. So here first let us write a water molecule. So this is the water molecule which has two sets of lone pair of electrons and two hydrogen bonds. So when we go through with this particular nature, we know that water is a polar molecule. So because of its polar molecular nature, water can form hydrogen bonding. Here this can form intermolecular hydrogen bonding. So when I write the structure of water molecule, so this is the structure of one water molecule. Here this can form an intermolecular hydrogen bonding because one set of lone pair of electrons will be there and it has two sets of lone pair. So further it can also form one more bonding. So overall, when we consider with this particular concept of water molecule, we can clearly understand that it is surrounded by two sets of lone pair, means it can form a tetrahedral structure because these two sets of lone pair of electrons can be involved in bonding. Hence, I can tell that it is surrounded by four bonds, or it is surrounded by four hydrogen atoms. That is, two will be formed by covalent bonds and two are formed by hydrogen bonds. Totally, it contains how many bonds? Four bonds, out of two are hydrogen bonds, because these lone pair of electrons can be donated and they can be involved in bonding. Two are hydrogen bonds and the other two are which type of bonds? Covalent bonds. Hence the total number of bonds that a water molecule can have is how much? 4 bonds, which is given by the option B. Next one, question number 3. Hydrogen gas is not liberated when the following metal added to dilute HCl. So here, when we go through with the given options, magnesium can liberate hydrogen gas, tin and zinc can also liberate hydrogen gas, but the metal which does not liberate hydrogen gas is silver, which is given by the option C, because the reduction potential of silver is more than the other given species, Hence, silver cannot liberate hydrogen gas when it is made to react with dilute HCl.